Hello, everybody. All right, welcome to the neurology module. First off, we have a really small little presentation that I sometimes give and I sometimes do not. Just kind of depends on the course and everything. But I'm just going to do this here. This little lecture here, this 7A, the numbers don't matter for this course, but the CNS introduction lecture is not going to be very heavy as far as test questions go. It's it's more pathophysiology, I guess, or maybe they'll test on it. I'm not sure. But it's really just to make sure everyone's on the same page and just some kind of fundamental stuff, some background stuff before we get into talking about the drugs. So not heavy on the test questions, be pretty quick. It's only 16 slides. So let's get to it. Just again, background, just everyone's on the same page. Just read through those. Basically, this is the way the brain communicates, or the nervous system communicates, these different types of synapses and receptors. And again, just FYI, just read through this stuff. Not super big for my course, other than these will sometimes come into play with mechanism of action. So that's part of the reason that I go through this, but just pretty quick, not too big of stuff. And sometimes I skip it too. Neurotransmitters, so you're going to be seeing these again for mechanism of action in this module and in other modules too. I mean, we've talked about acetylcholine in other modules. We talked about serotonin a little bit, but also in the psych module in the summer, we'll be revisiting on these neurotransmitters. Same thing here too, just read through this, just FYI stuff, but these things you will be seeing, these signaling pathways, you will be seeing those with mechanisms of action, so stay tuned for that. Excuse me. Trying to catch the cough. I didn't catch it. Sorry. Here, a list of things that you're going to see. These are, again, chemical messengers, aka neurotransmitters. You're going to be seeing these for mechanism of action. Here's some abbreviations too, so pay attention to those. You will. These are pretty pretty intuitive. The serotonin's a little bit counterintuitive, so my apologies ahead of time. Sometimes I only write 5-HT, but just know that that means serotonin. So those are interchangeable. For testing purposes, I try to spell it out and make sure that serotonin's on there. However, there will definitely, you will see 5-HT for mechanisms of actions and stuff, so please make sure you have that linked. Some of these others we've talked about more. The opioids we'll talk about more in other modules, specifically the musculoskeletal one. Histamine we already touched upon a little bit, and then endocannabinoids. Those are endogenous cannabinoids that we have, that we talk about a little bit, not too much. Acetylcholine. So again, don't worry necessarily about memorizing this. This will help though with mechanism of actions, but just go ahead and read through this. Dopamine, same thing here. You don't have to memorize it, but if you, I mean, it could help. So like stimulation of the D1 receptor, dopamine 1 receptor is stimulatory. That could help later on with mechanism of action. But as far as just rogue memorization, I don't pull test questions from this. But just, again, I think this is good stuff just to make sure everyone has a good foundation and there's hopefully no giant surprises when we get to the drugs and mechanism of action. Same thing, norepinephrine, serotonin, just you look at them. Again, I won't have the specific test questions with, is 2A excitatory, inhibitory. I've done in some of my other courses, the undergrad course, I have some test questions on that. But for you guys, I feel like it's just memorization and it's not really going to be beneficial for you guys. I'd much rather make sure you guys have the mechanism of action down for the drug, so definitely want you guys to spend time with those. Glutamate. I don't know why that parentheses is missing. Let me fix it. All right, so GLU, abbreviation for that. Again, read through that. GABA, same thing. Go ahead and just look through this, but don't stress too much about it. H1, H2, we talked about it a little bit already, H1 specifically, but just FYI here, same thing with the opioids. Mu, delta, and kappa, we will be seeing those come back into play with mechanism of action of the opioids. And then the endocannabinoids, not a lot of drugs that activate this, but we have a little bit. There is the famous kind of illegal/legal, depending on what state you live in the US, medicinal marijuana acts on these endocannabinoid receptors. But there are some medications too that there's just like a couple we talk about during the whole year. And that is it for that presentation. So really quick, again, it's just mainly just read through it. Not a lot that I really added to it. Just you will be seeing these again for mechanism actions. As always, email me if you have any questions. And thank you guys for your time and attention. I will talk to you later. Bye.